In the name of Almighty Allah, the Merciful and the Compassionate. The news headlines. The beginning and opening of the new academic year of 1404 solar calendar across the country. Fundamental growth and improvement in the education system of the country. And the resumption of the ground attack on Gaza Strip by Israeli army. Welcome to Uri Social News Channel. It's Thursday, the 20th month of Ramadan al-Mubarak 1445, the 30th of Hud 1403, and the 20th of March 2025. The news details. Maulana Sheikh Abdul Baqi Haqqani, the General Director of the National Examination Department, stated at the opening ceremony of the new academic year of 1404 solar calendar in the cold climate provinces that the children of the country should be educated in such a way to become equal to the countries of the world that lead Afghanistan to self-sufficient and suffice country in all areas. Maulana Haqqani added that the Ministry of Education has responsible to educate the country's children with practical concepts and standards so that they stand and stay loyal by the system, nation and their country under any circumstances. Sheikh Nurul Haq Anwar, the General Director of the Administration Affairs, stated at the opening ceremony of the new academic year of 1404 in the cold climate provinces of the country that the Islamic Emirate as a system has fulfilled all its responsibilities to the best of its ability. Maulana Anwar called the implementation of Sharia laws, providing security, education, health, and strengthening the country's economic among the responsibility that people have enjoyed with the reestablishment of the Islamic Emirate. He also added that in comparison to the past, there have been tremendous positive changes and reform in the system of education, security, curriculum syllabus, and other fields in Afghanistan. The Embassy of the Islamic Emirate in Tehran says that the process of transferring Afghan prisoners from Iran to Afghanistan has started. On the first day of this process, on the past Tuesday, 149 Afghan prisoners were transferred to Afghanistan in the presence of Maulavi Fazl Ahmad Haqqani, the ambassador of the Islamic Emirate and the official Ministry of the Justice of Iran. It is supposed that to transfer the rest of the Afghan prisoners remaining in Iran after Eid al-Fitr. The process began after a long efforts of the Islamic Emirate while a high-ranking delegation from Supreme Court of the country visited Iran and held comprehensive discussing with Iranian-related authorities on mechanism of transferring Afghan prisoners back to the country. The Minister of Information and Culture stated that the National Gallery of Department of Information and Culture of Herat Province was put into operation in the presence of His Excellency Cenk Onal, the Turkish ambassador in Kabul, the Turkish consul in Herat Province, as well as the head of TICA office. Maulana Ahmadullah Motaki, the head of the Information and Culture of Herat, has appreciated the efforts of the activities of TICA administration and Turkish government institution in the cultural and historical sector of the country. On the other hand, Cenk Onal has further stated that Turkey has implemented development and reconstruction projects in various provinces throughout the country. But in Herat, the main focus has been on the restoration of historical monuments and cultural projects. The Zionist army has announced that it has resumed its ground military operation in the central southern areas of Gaza Strip. The operation began after a strike in which more than 400 Palestinians were martyred. Based on the report, at least 20 Palestinians have been martyred by the new ground operation of the Zionist regime. Meanwhile, Hamas called those attacks a violation of ceasefire and asked the mediating countries to take action to prevent the aggressions. It's the end of our news program. Please do remember the Islamic Ummah in your good praying in the holy months of Ramadan Kareem. Amin. And for further news analysis, please pursue Uri Social News channels.